What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about 5 things I absolutely hate about my 2023 Ram 1500. So this list is going to go from things that I can sort of tolerate, that I do hate, to things that I absolutely cannot stand. So the first thing, which is not a huge deal, but it's something that I wish they did differently. Real quick, I have a basically fully loaded Bighorn. I've got every option that you can get in a Bighorn, minus sunroof and tech group, both of which are absolutely useless to me, but it's got every single option that you can get in a Bighorn. So with that being said, the first thing I absolutely cannot stand is that this truck does not come with LED overhead lighting. It's got LED footwell lighting, which, there you go, you can kind of see it. It actually looks yellow, but it is in fact LED down there. And again, this list is going to be starting off with things that I can tolerate. Obviously, I've got aftermarket LEDs in there, which are probably better than if I had factory LEDs. But that is one thing that I wish that they did add. They added the LEDs down there. Why not make those LED? The second thing is after 25 years, they still have not changed the location of the oil filter. And again, I understand there's solutions. I've pretty much mastered the oil changes on these trucks after having fourth gens, a third gen, 2 fourth gens, and now a 5th gen. I've had Rams for the last 10 years. I've pretty much mastered the oil filter change, but after 25 years, something's got to give. Everybody just hates that location. So that's going to be number 2. Number 3, no touch sense on the exterior handles. So I have push button start. Why not incorporate touch sense, remote proximity in this truck? I understand that it's a spitting image of a Laramie minus touch sense and leather interior. So just throw touch sense handles in a fully loaded Bighorn, level B, something. Make it an option. I'll pay $800 to have remote proximity, but that is something that I really, really wish it had. And again, I know I can add it. But moving on to number 4, it is going to be the tailgate latch. So it's a button. This is kind of minor, but I honestly put it at number 4 because I'm just not satisfied. It seems really cheesy when you close it. Like, you don't feel confident when it's closed. If you have one of these, you probably know what I mean. If you don't, go try one. Just kind of seems really cheesy. Just don't feel confident that it's latched. My 4th gens, you knew those tailgates latched. It was a nice thud. This thing is like, did it latch? It sounds like it's half latched. All right, so moving on to number 5. The last and final thing I cannot stand about this truck is the throttle response. It is absolutely atrocious. It almost makes me feel like I'm driving a V6 until, about 30 seconds after you hit the pedal. Then you can feel the V8. But I don't know what it is with this truck. It's god-awful. Like, damn near dangerous to merge on a highway. Now, that might be a little extreme. But if you have one of these, specifically a 23, you probably know what I mean. From what I've read, they did something on the 23s, and it hindered the throttle response. Now, if you're someone that really does not want to mess with your truck, you just want to keep it stock, this might be a problem for you, or you might not care. Me personally, if I end up keeping this truck long term, I'm absolutely positively going to tune it. But for the time being, it's still under warranty. I really don't, if I want to go fast, I'll just take my charger out. But the throttle response is just, it's not good. My 4th gen felt seconds faster than this truck, even before it was tuned. So they absolutely, I don't know what they did to this truck to make the throttle response so bad, but it's damn near unbearable. And that, again, might be a little extreme, but it is the number one thing I absolutely hate about this truck. And I might just do something in the meantime to correct that, whether it's a pedal commander or the pulsar tuner, which I had in my 4th gen. I wasn't too keen on it, but if it makes it marginally better, I'd be happy. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. Overall, I do really enjoy the truck. I'm going to do a little comparison between my 5th gen and the 4th gen that I had. If I could go back in time, I would take my 4th gen back over a 5th gen. For whatever reason, I just enjoyed how the 4th gen drove more than this truck, which is kind of odd because Ram really did a fantastic job with this truck. As far as I'm concerned, you really can't tell that a 4th gen came before this truck. I like the way that my 4th gen drove better, and as a matter of fact, I like the way that my 4th gen looked over a 5th gen. But I do love the interior on this truck. I think they did a really nice job updating it and refining it. But if you were to ask me 4th gen or 5th gen, I'd always tell you a 4th gen. If I could have found a 4th gen with under 30,000 miles, I would have snagged it. But it was an extra $6,000 to buy this truck. So it was kind of a no-brainer to just buy a 5th gen rather than search for a low mileage 4th gen that is out of warranty. So, but again, overall, I do like the truck, and I really do like the updates that Ram did on the 5th gens. You know, obviously painted bumpers on the Bighorns, which wasn't a thing on the 4th gens, and obviously this started 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago now. But they added the LED light option. They basically, I mean, this truck's a Laramie, and I love that the Laramie guys get pissed off because now you can build a Laramie like a base model Bighorn, which is fantastic, and it just pisses those guys off, and I love it. It's just foolish. I mean, you can build a Bighorn, you know, with so many options. You can literally build a Bighorn to Laramie spec minus obviously the touch sense handles and the leather, which I am not a huge fan of the leather in these Ram trucks. I don't think it really looks that good. I had Clasios in my 4th gen, and that was a big reason why I went with the Bighorn, is because I really like the Clasios better than the Laramie leather. Rebel leather, or Rebel interior rather, I do really like that interior. But as far as the leather in the Laramies and Limiteds, just not a fan. So, you know, I got a fully loaded Bighorn. It's got everything I want, and it basically has everything you can get in a Laramie. So, which is awesome. Guys, with that, hopefully, I mean, I'm not here to try and make a decision for you, but I just wanted to share my thoughts after owning it now for 3 months, almost 4. It's a really fantastic truck overall. I like it. But again, I'm partial to the 4th gens. I think they drive great, and you know, they still pack a pretty decent amount of technology in them, even back in 2016 when I had mine. So, guys, with that, we will catch you on the next one.